This podcast is sponsored by nobody. Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the LA 80s themed horror sci-fi show where things could get totally radical. Now today I will be welcoming back the beautiful, the talented Ann Cusack. And we are going to nerd out on the entertainment of our youth, talking about film, television, and music from childhood. And I am so excited about this because ever since I had her on 3 years ago, I have wanted to talk to her again. She is such a wonderful, amazing person, and it's going to be great to have her back on and stuff. Winter January is starting off with a bang, I'll tell you. This week and next week, I have got some real toe curlers coming up. Just you wait. It's going to be an exciting month. I mean, it just started, last week, and 2025 was such a trying year, but hopefully this year, 26, will be a much more amazing year than last year was, because last year was just insane, and knock wood, everything will be all right. But it's going to be great to nerd out with Ann today. And it's early in the morning, and sorry if this intro is terrible, but that's all I have right now because I'm trying to wake up as we are about to nerd out. So, yeah, here is my new interview with Ann Cusack. Hey, Ann, welcome back. How are you today?
I'm good, Tommy. How are you doing?
I am fabulous. How was your Christmas season?
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely. Thank you very much. And yours? What did you do?
Oh, it was just blessed. It was lots of presents, lots of food that I shouldn't eat anymore, stuff like that.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. That's the kind of holidays you want.
Absolutely. Yes, I can't complain. Very blessed. Very blessed.
Oh, I'm so happy. Clearly you sound like you appreciate it all.
Yes, it was probably the best Christmas I've had in over 15 years, probably.
Really? Why do you
Yeah.
think this one as opposed to other ones?
I don't know.
Food was really good. You got good loot. What do you think?
There's been a lot of dysfunction in my life and just in general. And I don't know, for some reason this year, everything just came together. All the ingredients were just right.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, going back in time, do you remember the first movie that impacted you as a child?
Um, yes, one that it was. I went with my mom and a friend of hers and my sister, and we went to see Rebecca with uh, Laurence Olivier and Joan Fontaine.
Wow. That's
That's an old movie. That's an old movie.
not just
That's
that, not just that, it's an amazing first movie as well.
I mean, it was the first really kind of old movie that That's the first one that came to mind when you asked the question.
Wow, and that was it. I mean, it hits you on a real gut level.
Well, it was sort of a great sort of story, and they've made a remake of it with Armie Hammer, and I think it was Sienna Miller. They did a more recent version of it, but I love the old one, with Mrs. Danvers, and it's so great. And the character that Joan Fontaine played, you never knew her name.
Right.
She was just the second Mrs. De Winter, and even in the book, it's the same thing. You never know what her name is. I mean, and it's all about this woman who's dead and is still so very much alive and present.
Yeah, and
It's great. It was so great.
yeah, and I just realized too that's like an early Hitchcock movie.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
What was your first movie?
The first movie that just made me appreciate film in general was Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, because it has every genre of film in it, and it's just an amazing thrill ride from start to finish, you know?
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, my parents used to let me look at their yearbooks, and I just always had that fantasy of going back in time and seeing them in high school, and finding out, why are we so messed up the way we are?
Ah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. What movie genre did you gravitate toward the most growing up?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really have one in particular. I just, if it, I love stories. So
Hmm.
if it was a good story and it was told well, I would, I pretty much would watch anything. And it's pretty easy that way. I wasn't super critical unless it was really bad. And then if it was that bad, it became kitschy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So then
Yeah.
it became just sort of like, it was just so bad you start laughing at it because it was just ridiculous. So then it became kitschy.
Yeah. I mean, I love both good and bad movies because I think that, not everyone can even have the means to make a movie, so it's a very special thing. It's a gift.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, great. Um, any great movie is a beautifully told story. You know,
Hmm.
and I think, like, for instance, I was years ago I was doing this movie about the bird flu, and
Uh-huh.
I was shooting in New Zealand, and which was it's an amazing country. And we were in Auckland, which is a port town. And so one night they had on the piers this giant, like, drive-in movie screen. I mean, it was just, massive, like going to a drive-in movie, which I don't think we have anymore, but it's just this huge screen. It was on the dock,
Hmm.
and they played Casablanca. And I'd never seen Casablanca on a huge screen, and it was just spectacular. I mean, the movies of the 40s, 50s, and moving into the 60s, they were designed to be seen on really big screens.
Hmm.
And when you actually see them on the screens that they were shot for and designed for, they're quite extraordinary. It's really amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, yeah, so we were watching Casablanca on the screen, and, the rain started kind of drizzling down a little bit, but nobody wanted to leave as, he's playing as time goes by. It was just great. It was just great. So
Yeah.
if it's a really good story and it's shot well, I'm in.
Yeah, where I'm from in the Bay Area, we had and we still have it, the Stanford movie theater where we show all these classic black and white movies and stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
And I used to just love to go. I would take dates sometimes and we would just see like Cary Grant movies because I just love Cary Grant
Oh yeah.
and Jimmy Stewart and all these different ones.
Yeah, I did an episode of the series Ripley on Netflix with
Uh-huh.
Andrew Scott a couple years ago,
Hmm.
and it was all shot in black and white.
Hmm.
Steve Zalen was the director of it, and he chose to do. It's based on the book The Talented Mr. Ripley, which Matt Damon and Jude
Yeah.
Law and Gwyneth Paltrow had done, many years earlier, I think when they were in their 20s, and it was in color. And he chose to do the book more closely aligned with the book and in black and white. And so it's a whole nother way of sort of filmmaking. And when we were doing, like I was doing a costume wardrobe fitting,
Hmm.
the guy who did the wardrobe for it, his first movie he had ever done was a Fellini film.
Wow.
So, he was just like, he's an older guy, and he was just such a pure artist, and the fabrics that they chose. Because it's black and white, you do various grays of whites and blacks and grays, and textures also can make a difference and all that stuff. And it was just pretty fascinating to see the challenges of doing black and white when we never do that anymore. And there's a real skill to be able to do how you dress, or how the lighting and the furniture choices and all that. It becomes very textured in how to shoot it. So it was pretty fascinating, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I love all film genres, but like comedy and horror have always been like my two absolute favorites and stuff. I'm sure you remember growing up, and there was all these groundbreaking horror movies coming out, like Night of the Living Dead and The Exorcist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween and all that stuff. They were all game changers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. After I saw Halloween, I didn't see another horror film for well into my 30s.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not good with horror. I think the next one that I may have saw, and I didn't realize it, was The Ring.
Mm-hmm.
But the American version, not the Japanese version, which apparently was even scarier than the American version. But the American version was really haunting. Did you ever see The Ring?
The Ring. I saw the American one, yeah, but I didn't see the original, the European
one?
Yeah, the Japanese one. Sorry.
Did you like The Ring?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay, not brilliant for you. All right. What's your top horror film?
Let's see. I mean, George Romero's original Dawn of the Dead is my favorite zombie movie. The original Friday the 13th is probably my favorite slasher movie and stuff.
Okay,
I like to go by the subgenres of horror to say what my favorites are. And I love the original Universal monster movies. I mean, as bad as they were, I mean, they're legendary.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Okay, what was it? So, it's in comedies. Okay, what was the first comedy that literally made you laugh out loud?
Oh my God. I mean, I remember my parents showing me like the first Cannonball Run movie with Burt Reynolds and all those big names. I remember seeing that. That may have been the first comedy movie that I just absolutely loved because I wore out a couple tapes we had of it. I mean, it was just so funny to me. And then when my mom wasn't home, my dad would watch stuff like Animal House, and just crack up at that.
Oh, that Animal House is so. I mean, it's such a classic.
Yeah.
I really liked a lot of the Peter Sellers, like I like a lot of the physical comedy stuff, like
Yes.
The Pink Panther
Yes.
series, The Party, which I think there's really, really funny stuff in that. Just Sellers was brilliant when it came to doing physical comedy. Oh.
Peter Sellers was a hero of mine growing up, and yes, I mean, I love the Pink Panther movies. My favorite is The Pink Panther Strikes Again because that was the first movie my parents went to go see together, long before I was even born. And I just think some of the best gags of the series are in that one particularly. And I've become friends with Blake Edwards' daughter, and she told me that part when he's wearing the hunchback getup and the phone rings and he's like, "Oh, the bells, the bells." She told me he ad-libbed that, and her father cracked up so much he had to leave that in.
That's so fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, what I also loved, which was so silly and ridiculous, was Kato just attacking him at random.
Yes.
I mean, it was just so good.
Well, I think the reason why that works so well is because just in case anybody came into each one without seeing the previous one, they thought that this was going to be a real fight, and it just turns out to be a karate demonstration that they do just at random. You know?
I think there was one shot where he just literally he jumps to attack the person who just goes right through the window.
Yeah.
There was just such brilliant silliness. Oh God, I just loved it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, I just watched Doctor Strangelove again recently.
Oh,
God, that movie holds up.
good.
Yeah, that movie holds up. It's one of the greats.
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah. Being there, people ask me like, what movie character do I relate to the most? It's Peter Sellers in Being There. I think it's because,
You talk about gardening all the time?
No, it has nothing to do with gardening. I just like him in that movie, I have autistic spectrum, and I can just influence people by saying the most simple things sometimes.
Yeah, bring it on.
Yeah, Peter Sellers was a very complicated guy, but just so talented. Just he could
Yeah.
play multiple characters in a movie sometimes, like in Doctor Strangelove.
Oh, he was so great. He was so great about it. And what is it? Great. Sparling. What's his name in it?
Oh, Sterling Hayden.
Yes. Talking about bodily functions are
Yeah.
so insane. It's just so. It's just great. Great.
Sterling Hayden was a force of nature. That guy. He was probably one of the first movie stars to admit to being a pothead before that was even considered cool or even legal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you like? Any like Mel Brooks or Neil Simon stuff?
Oh yeah, I mean the producers and Blazing Saddles. I
Yeah.
mean, you couldn't make those movies now.
No.
It's just so a proper. I feel like Adam McKay's Don't Look Up
Uh-huh.
is supposed to be a satire, but it's too close to reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And satires are I don't think you can make them anymore because people's behavior is so horrible lately. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you can't really do it. It's just like, this is too close to reality. People are actually behaving this way, and it's not good. As opposed to making fun of it and being a kind of a warning.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird time for comedies right now. You don't see any being released in theaters right now, and it's just God. I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime. You know.
Oh, I don't think any of us would have thought we would see anything like what's going on in our lifetime. I mean, it's just. Well, I don't know if you want to go down that rabbit hole, but
Oh, we can. It's okay. Yeah, it's just God. I mean, it's not so much the movies too. It's also the people who made them too. I mean, they're so controversial for like their personal lives and stuff, like Woody Allen or Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that yes, that's because he to Charlie Chaplin, he was a 13-year-old, wasn't it?
Something like that.
He was interested in. And Woody Allen, she was 21, and he's been with her the whole time. So it's, I think they were saying he was a serial pedophile, but I have no business even commenting on it, really.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Aside from A League of Their Own, what do you think are the best baseball movies?
I like Bull Durham.
Mm-hmm.
I like 8 Men Out for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I think those are good. I like what's the one with Kevin Costner?
Field of Dreams.
Yeah, those those are some great classic ones, don't you think?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, even to go back even, way before those, there was Pride of the Yankees with was
All
it
right.
Gary Cooper. There was the Pride of St. Louis with Dan Daly, which by the way, Dan Daly was supposed to play Gene Wilder's role in Blazing Saddles.
Interesting.
Yep. Um, Major League. Now, my mom grew up with the actor Dennis Haysbert, and that's always been a special one for me, just because they grew up together, and I got to meet him right after they filmed it. He came to a high school reunion of my mom's, and I got to meet him, and I got a picture with him.
Oh, wow, cool.
I was 5 years old at the time. Yeah,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah. I grew up on the Bad News Bears movies.
Oh, well, sure. Those are great.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Those are really fun.
Yeah, they did three of them in the 70s, and they did the spin-off TV show, and then they did that remake with Billy Bob Thornton. That wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was a run for a while where baseball movies were being made, and it's very interesting they don't make them really anymore.
Well, they used to do like either a baseball movie or a football movie every year.
Oh, yeah.
Something like that. There was always some kind of sports movie that was coming out. Now I think the whole industry is sort of contracting in certain ways.
Yeah. And they've
So
never,
it's
I don't think they've really made a good basketball movie except for maybe Hoosiers with Gene Hackman.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I remember Nick Nolte did one Blue Chips, which was a William Friedkin movie. That was okay. Wasn't
Mhm.
really good, but I think Hoosiers was a good one though at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have it?
Um.
Did you have any?
hmm?
Did you have any movie star crushes?
Oh God. Yeah. Sure. How could you not? I mean, there's like Robert Redford, Paul Newman.
Hmm.
The oh God, what was the I'm going blank on the Sting. You know,
What's Redford and
um,
Newman? Yeah.
there was oh God, oh there's I mean I was scared to have a crush because I would just get really excessive. So
Hmm.
anytime I started having really strong, like, I gotta see everything and blah blah blah, I would shut it down emotionally because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
you know, who were your crushes?
Cary Grant was a big one for me. Um, my
Oh yes, of course.
my mom had this paperback book, and there was some beautiful, colorful black and white pictures of him in there, and I just remember falling in
Oh,
love with
really? That's
him.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I remember falling in love with him through that. Natalie Wood was another big one. Um, and so many actresses that I grew up watching when I was growing up in the 80s, 90s that I've gotten to interview and become friends with and stuff. Um,
Oh, how fantastic!
yeah, well, it's an interesting thing because now a lot of them, I don't feel the same way about them anymore. Now they're just like my aunt, you know?
Oh, that's so cool. How cool!
Yeah. Yeah, because I had no idea that, I was going to know them in the future. It's very interesting.
Oh, it's so great. It's so great, and particularly when they turn out to be, really lovely people, instead of assholes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I think we've all been disappointed by meeting our idols sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, oh, really? You're that person? Oh, no, don't be that person. Please don't be that person.
Yeah. Did you go to the drive-in a lot growing up?
No, I didn't really go at all. But
Hmm.
it existed. I think it was kind of fading out a bit in the 70s and 80s, so they don't really have them anymore. I don't think. Maybe some parts in the country do. I mean, that would be sort of interesting to know.
It's yeah, in certain places they do. I had heard stand-up comedians were doing shows at drive-ins during the pandemic, which I'm glad I don't do stand-up anymore because I probably would have wanted to give it a try, and it would have been just weird. If somebody doesn't like you, they don't have to heckle you; they can just drive off. you know
That's true. Or honk.
exactly.
But that's actually kind of a really creative and good idea.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
because everybody's in their car. You just put the sound box in your car, and everybody's safe. You're in your bubble.
yeah.
Really good idea, actually.
Yeah, my parents started taking me to the drive-in when I was 2, and they took me to see Weird Science and Rambo 2.
That's a hilarious combination. That's right, double features.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was the summer of '85, and that happened to be the one that night, and I think the reason why I remember it so well is because, you always remember your destiny, and you don't know it's your destiny in hindsight. I
yeah.
think, I think because the experience is so emotional, that's why you remember it.
Mm, yeah. 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 Well, I think also that period of time, everything just feels so big. When you're in high school and early 20s, everything's just, starting about 13 when your hormones start changing. Everything just feels so big, and nobody has the feelings that you have or could understand, except for maybe your closest girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
So intense.
Yeah, our drive-in was the town drive-in. I mean, my dad went there in the '60s, and sadly, when I was about 18, our drive-in closed, and it was really, really sad. They had a pond there, and my dad and I used to go fishing there
Where did you grow up?
in San Mateo, California.
Oh, wow. It just sounds like you did the all-American Rockwell kinds of things. Drive-ins, going to see movies, double features.
Oh yeah, I got to experience the tail end of it before Silicon Valley became really, really big.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was a very small town like feel to it before it became a very big town feel to it.
Yeah, yeah. The transformation. That,
Yes.
that, that was, I grew up in Evanston, Illinois, which is the first suburb.
Hmm.
Um, uh, North of Chicago, and Northwestern University is in Evanston, Illinois. And when I was growing up, it was it was a nice sort of little city and that stuff. But the transformation,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it's just like this. Northwestern just dominates it in terms of the land, and the whole city is just transformed into. I don't even recognize it really.
Yeah. You know who grew up in Evanston was Rock Hudson and Charlton Heston.
Ah, that was I didn't know that about them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any other movie stars that came from there, but those two come to mind in a big way, and I think they actually grew up in the same area together.
Oh, that's interesting.
Hmm. So getting it.
All kinds of stuff, don't you? You've got all sorts of pieces of interesting information. Somebody should be interviewing you.
Oh, I've been interviewed on other people's podcasts before, and
Well,
that's
that's
all.
cool.
That's all they want to talk about is like, movies and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I mean, my parents, they were in showbiz, and then thankfully they opted for a blue collar life because my mom went to go work for the cable company, and I got to have all these channels and see everything, and it really set me up for the future.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's something.
Are your parents still here?
Yes, yes. My mom lives with me, and my dad lives in Washington.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right, I'm glad.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm so lucky to have both of my parents. My heart goes out to anybody who loses their parents, especially young and stuff. I do know a few
Mhm.
people who went through that, and I just can't imagine it. It's from what I've been told, it's like, losing a part of who you are and your soul and all of that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my parents um, left it. They had really nice long lives, so it was, you know, it was. I didn't lose out. I think it's very hard if you lose your parent when you're, anywhere between, like 5 through, 18, 20, 20. Whenever you lose it, just during those developmental years, it's pretty. I don't know because I didn't have that experience, but it just seems like it's really difficult, really hard.
Hmm. So getting into television, like what sitcoms did you watch growing up?
All in the Family,
Oh,
which they would never make now.
yeah.
They couldn't. Let's see. I watched a lot of the Norman Lear sitcoms. Um, I watched like Monty Python stuff. I watched, like the Partridge Family and the Brady Bunch and all that, all those kind of shows when I was younger.
Hmm. Have you ever stopped and realized just what an interesting and very short evolution of sitcoms happened from the 50s to the 70s? It's very interesting. Like in the 50s, you had all these squeaky clean, all-American wholesome families on TV, and then
Mm-hmm.
in the 60s, you had these high concept fantasy campy kind of sitcoms, and then in the 70s, the social commentary ones came. It's just like a really interesting progression. And then after the 70s,
Yeah.
everything was kind of a mix of everything.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, the thing about the early like sitcoms and the films of like the 40s and 50s and in the
Hmm.
60s, 70s became out, the sort of the anti-hero sort of stuff. But most of the New York literary scene, novelists and writers and that stuff,
Hmm.
came to Hollywood and started making screenplays and shows, and it was like for them writing a sitcom. So they were. I'm sorry, it's a little late for me here. I'm in France, so um, the they were all the writers that moved into writing screenplays and then eventually television, and they were proper, like they were novels and books and that stuff. So their understanding about how to write story, arcs, character development, comedy, filling all that sort of stuff out was, they were truly skilled writers. Not that sitcom writers now aren't skilled writers. I think the whole process is very different. But
Hmm.
they didn't study to be sitcom writers, or they didn't
Right.
learn how to do that. It sort of evolved with as television and the audiences evolved.
And also too, just in life experience in general in show business, so many people had life experience before they went into show business. Now it's just the younger generation. That's their goal, is to just to be in show business and not have life experience. It's very interesting.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a I don't really know about this sort of next generation. I think it's a very difficult one for them, given, like the Parkland kids, moving into voting ages and guns and, the fact that our democracy is now being destroyed by this man who shouldn't have any power, but he's being enabled.
Yeah.
He's clearly out of his mind, and he doesn't care about anybody but himself and money, and those people who have money or make money. So, and then you've got an entire party that is just enabling him. He's breaking the law here and there. He's been convicted of 34 counts of fraud. He's a convicted sexual assault. And he's clearly a pedophile.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people are he's breaking the law right and left now with Venezuela, and it just, no one's stopping him. No one's stopping him. I think the Democrats would like to, but they don't. They don't really have much power. And you've got the Republicans who are absolutely enabling him. They could take him out in a minute, but they don't want to.
I know, it's scary.
The level of corruption is just so stunning.
Yeah.
So I feel, for this next generation of kids, it's really, in the United States, it's just, we have not left a very safe world for them, a very unstable and unsafe world for them. And I don't know how. I think they're gonna. I'm not sure, what they're, in terms of the dreams or the things that they want to do or the kind of experiences they want to have. I don't feel really clear about what that generation is, how they're beginning to engage in the world,
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, my nephew, he's in his early 30s, and he's got that kind of mentality too and stuff. And he's a musician, and he's very talented. He can play drums and keyboards like nobody's business. I mean, he's really talented. But he's part of that generation. But I think the generation after him, the generation that's in their teens and 20s, I think they have it the worst in terms of thinking that way. And I mean, all we can do now is just, hope for the best, but I don't know what's going to happen with them.
I don't either. I mean, I think it's I know we desperately need, really musicians, artists, painters. We need the artists and the writers to really step up, because we really, really need them. Now, we need the press to really do their job. They're not doing, the mainstream media, quote unquote. They are not doing their. They need to step up and be really aggressively calling everything out.
Right, I agree.
And because there's so much that's not being told, or stories not being reported because of they're owned by a lot of right-wing, billionaire owners. So they're kind of squashing stories that need to be out, and they're not getting backed up. I mean, it's absurd to me that the president of the United States called a woman reporter a piggy, quiet piggy. Like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
And she should have said, should have pushed back. I think her colleagues should have stood up for her, as well as all the other women, and saying, no, you do not get to treat her or any other press-related journalist like that at all. And if you do, we're not going to cover you. He would lose his mind if the press turned their back on him and wouldn't report on him. He would lose his mind.
Yeah.
That's all he wants. It's about him all the time. He wants to see himself all the time. He's out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't do it. They don't have any backbone.
Yeah. It's awful.
They're worried about not telling the story, but if we just need them to do their job. Our democracy is completely falling apart.
Yeah. It's just, oh my God. I don't even want to go down that.
I know it's It's really,
Yeah.
the thing is that there, most of the country does not like him, does not want him, knows that it's corrupt, but we're not hearing all of those stories. We're not hearing the grassroots stuff that's going on. I mean, October 18th, there was 7 million people protesting across the country. Every single state had protests. So clearly, people are not happy with this administration or what he's doing.
Right.
But you don't hear that. You don't hear the positive stuff that's going on,
No, people are being silenced.
Yeah, and they're allowing themselves to operate out of fear. And he doesn't have power unless you give him power.
Right. Now, I'm curious. Would you?
Right. Go. Let's not go. Let's shift things a bit. So, it's not so dark or heavy.
It's okay. Now, I was curious. Did you watch Laverne and Shirley?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And what was the other one with Ron Howard?
Oh, Happy Days.
Yes, Happy Days. I also saw him in Mayberry RFD when he was a kid.
Oh yeah, Andy Griffith, and then Mayberry RFD. Yeah. I'm sure you had no idea that one of the girls on Laverne and Shirley would make your career.
Oh yeah, no, she changed my life and changed the trajectory of my life. I'll forever be grateful to Penny. She was amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean, I told Tracy this years ago. Her mom is the undisputed queen of comedy, and I thought that her and Cindy were just as great as Lucy and Ethel in their physical comedy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I mean, Penny knew comedy. She really knew comedy. I mean, she was. It was great. Like, she would give us little things, or when we were directing or working on a League of Their Own, in terms of, certain, maybe try this or a bit here or that sort of stuff. So she was, she understood the ins and outs of it.
Yeah, I mean, I own the entire series on DVD because I love it so much, and I just could put any episode on, and I just enjoy it still. And it was amazing. I got to interview Squiggy before he passed away.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, did you get to know him on the set of League of Their Own?
I met him a couple of times, but it was he came in for a very short period of time. I think it was mostly there was a dance sequence in the film when we all go out to like a bar.
Oh yeah, Carmine. He dances with Madonna. Yeah, Eddie Mecca. Yeah.
Yeah. So he that was so we were learning the dance routines and all that sort of stuff, and shooting that. So I didn't really get a chance to talk to him very much, but because he was sort of busy with his partner.
Yeah. Were you into Star Trek?
Yes, and I was actually on one of the Star Trek series, which was really great. Oh, I love Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I own several episodes.
And I actually got to I actually got to work on meet William Shatner on Boston Legal when I did an episode. It was so great to meet him because I loved the original Star Trek.
I've got a massive collection of VHS tapes in my room. It's like my own video store, and I've got several episodes of Star Trek, the original. And when I watch it now, I'm just like, I didn't realize how funny and clever the show can be, around all the sci-fi and drama and stuff. And I crack up laughing when I watch certain episodes.
Yeah, they're great. The pilot. Do you remember the pilot?
Oh yeah, they did one with Jeffrey Hunter.
Yeah, I mean that was a great pilot, and it was so innovative in terms of the premise, the premise of it, the idea that it explored. It was really about exploring ideas. And then, of course, there was the silly ones like the Tribble.
Oh, I love that one. The Tribbles. What's his name? Charlie Burrell. He's been on the podcast. Him and his wife Mitzi, who passed away last year. They were both on together. One of my favorite episodes ever. They were just cracking me up the whole time. Because they were a husband and wife comedy team. They went on the Ed Sullivan Show after the Beatles and completely bombed. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a classic episode. Yeah, I like it. He says, "I don't ever want to see those miserable furries again." Yeah, it's funny. Barbara Luna and Nichelle Nichols, when they were on Star Trek, they were like the first two women to get away with showing their belly buttons on TV at a time when you weren't supposed to do that. Yeah, because when Barbara Eden did the pilot for I Dream of Jeannie, she had hers showing, and some reporter that happened to be on set took a picture, and it was all over the news before the pilot was even finished, and so they had to reshoot it with her belly button covered up. But then Star Trek completely broke that rule, and now since then, we see belly buttons all the time on television, but back then it was so taboo.
Yeah, on the Mary Tyler Moore, on the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mary Tyler Moore was the first woman to wear pants on television.
Right.
She broke that. So she broke that. That was sort of the risque thing to do, is to wear pants.
Remember that episode of Dick Van Dyke Show where she's got her big toe stuck in the water faucet?
Oh yes. Oh, that's really great. That was a great series.
Yeah, that was based on The 7-Year Itch. It happened to Marilyn Monroe in that movie. It's a classic episode. Did you watch Batman?
Oh yes, but it was always there was the first episode and then there was the second episode, so that it was always a two-parter. So you never got like a whole. They were usually I think it was like a half hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'd see the first part, and then you'd have to wait until the next day or the next week for the second half.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was with Adam West. So that was he got pigeonholed, which was sort of rough for his career as an actor.
Oh, he was hilariously funny with that voice he had, and yeah, that was called the serial.
It was supposed to be a comedy, wasn't it?
Yeah, they
took it seriously.
Yeah, because they realized at the time, back then superhero stuff was considered kid stuff, B-level entertainment. So yeah, they wanted to make it comedy and campy and all of that stuff. It wasn't until the Michael Keaton Batman then everyone saw the comic book version of what Batman was, really dark and stuff. Yeah. I interviewed Burt Ward, who played Robin on the original Batman series.
Oh, did you? What did he say? Was he cool?
He was. I mean, he's a guy who will talk and talk till the end of time. He's one of those kind of guys. And the funny thing is, his voice sounds exactly like it did when he was 20, and he's like 80 now. And it was pretty funny. Like, I don't know.
Wow.
There was a mix-up in time, and he was a little frustrated and upset, right? And I was trying so hard not to laugh because, again, he sounds like he did when he was 20, so I'm expecting him to say, "I'm not going to be a pawn in your game, Joker," or something like that.
Be interesting to see what did you think about the current Batman movies and stuff? Did you like them?
I haven't seen a good Batman movie since The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the...
Did you like Christian Bale's Batman?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the more recent one that came out in the last few years, and I was bored. I mean, how many times are we gonna see origin stories and just the same old same old? I just would like to see continuation stories like James Bond. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even like the last James Bond movie, especially since he dies at the end.
Yeah, what's that about?
I don't know. I mean, Amazon.
James Bond can't die.
I know, and like Amazon just bought the series, and now they're thinking about doing like the Money Penny Chronicles, which I think is weird.
Why did they kill? I can't remember why they killed him. Why did they kill him?
I can't even remember. To tell you the truth, I fell asleep like halfway through that movie in the theater. My friend had to wake me up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Did you watch The Monkeys?
The Monkeys? Oh, and Bananarama?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I had a huge crush on Davey when I was a kid. I actually saw the Monkeys live when I was 14.
You did? How cool.
Yeah, they were playing before a Giants game at Candlestick Park, and they did like 10 songs, and then they drove off the field in a Cadillac.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I had a crush on Mickey.
really?
I thought he was cute.
I thought he was the least handsome of the four, but he's very talented.
Well,
I mean,
you can have Davy.
yeah,
I'm taking Mickey. You know, all I'm saying.
yeah, but like, yeah, I mean, I actually got to interview Mickey's sister a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she toured with them, for years, and Mickey's going to do a solo tour this year, and I'm sure she's going to be with him and stuff. She's a very talented singer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they sing together and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
What did you like more, Saturday Night Live, SCTV, or Fridays?
I didn't watch a lot of SCTV. I would watch SNL. The first incarnation of it with Chevy Chase, and
Mm-hmm.
my sister did a year of it.
Yep.
So I watched it when she was on it. But I don't think I ever watched Friday, so I don't know. So I guess I should say SNL.
I thought your sister was pretty good when she was on there. I remember seeing her play Brooke Shields once.
Yeah, she's incredibly talented. I mean, she's so good.
Yeah.
And she's so funny.
She was on.
John.
She was on during that very odd year when they had Anthony Michael Hall and Robert Downey Jr. and Randy Quaid. Yeah, it was an odd season. I mean, the year before that was pretty odd when all these established guys like Billy Crystal and Christopher Guest and Harry Shearer and all these guys were on. But then that was another odd year too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still finding its way. Warren Michaels had left and then decided, to come back. So I don't know.
It's like getting into music. Do you remember the first album you ever bought with your own money or was given to you?
Let's see. I can tell you the first concert I ever went to.
Okay.
John Denver.
Wow, John Denver. God, he was pretty good.
Yeah. And then the second one I went to was Pink Floyd, the Animal Tour.
Oh, love Pink Floyd.
I know.
They did a concert movie just before Dark Side of the Moon called Live at Pompeii. My dad saw it at the drive-in, and he absolutely loved it. And I've seen it since. I think it's on YouTube. It's really, really good.
That's cool.
Yeah. My dad had a rock band when I was a kid, and so he raised me with really great music. He had Beatles, Beach Boys, the Rolling Stones,
Yeah.
Carole King's Tapestry, Fleetwood Mac, Rod Stewart, lots of good stuff.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I love Rod Stewart's Christmas album. Have you heard it?
No.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's so great. I think he did it with David Foster, helped him, I think David Foster, helped produce or arrange a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really great. He does all these, Christmas classic songs if you're a Christmas person.
Yeah.
And they're great. They're so good. I would highly recommend it.
It's funny, every year when Bruce Springsteen's on tour at Christmas time, he'll do Santa Claus is Coming to Town like all month long.
It's great. He was to see him for the first time, and it was unbelievable. It was in '79. I saw him the first time.
My dad went to high school with his sister Pamela.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after he graduated high school in New Jersey, the family moved to California, and yeah, she was in my uncle's class, and my dad was like, the go-to guy for alcohol and weed and all that stuff. So they hung out, and I reached out to her about 8 years ago on Facebook, and I told her who I was, and she said, "Please tell your dad I said hi. He was the nicest guy I knew when I lived in San Mateo."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was really touched by that, really touched. And
oh, well, yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, Springsteen's great. I've always wanted to see him live, but he's just gotten so political now, like I don't think I want to.
See Springsteen?
Yeah.
He's too political for you?
Just now he is, I mean, no doubt everybody has to be preachy now because of what's going on in the world and stuff. But like, I just don't know if I could enjoy it as much,
Yeah.
If he's
good. I think his concerts, he does speak to, what about just being engaged.
Mm-hmm.
Don't engage. But I think he also, he gives you a great concert.
My first big concert after the Monkees, I saw Alice Cooper when I was 17. And if you haven't seen him live, I recommend it. He is vaudeville. I mean, he is a showman. I mean, he gets killed at the end of every show, and I can't remember how he got killed at the end of this show, but he'll do so many songs, and he is just so fun and so entertaining.
Wow, that's crazy. He kills himself after every song?
Yeah, he'll do like Yeah, he'll like hang himself or get electrocuted or shot by the Foreign Legion, something like that.
That's crazy. I never knew he did that.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's why people always considered him controversial. It wasn't just because his lyrics were so macabre, it was also because of his stage shows. I mean, he had crazy stuff on stage back in the 70s. He had like he would have like a woman inside like a toothbrush costume like running around and stuff. He's crazy, yeah. And he's
so good.
I just realized the other day he's going to be 78 years old and he's still doing this stuff. He's never grown up.
Oh God, why would you? It just seems so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like going to a Halloween show when you go see him. It's great.
What's the weirdest concert you ever went to?
Weirdest, God.
Or it was the maybe not weird, but just it was just really you went in there not thinking you were going to have the experience you did.
Rush was certainly one. I got to see them on their farewell tour in 2015, which, by the way, I just found out they're doing another tour this year. And I'm like, damn it, if they had left it there, it would have been just perfect. So I go to see them. They're playing at the HP Pavilion in San Jose, and they got laundry cycles on the stage. I swear to God, and they're spinning the entire show. And there's these gigantic screens in the arena, and on those screens you see like all these weird like short films between songs. You see like Jerry Stiller wearing a Swiss Miss wig, and he's saying "Don't call me Heidi" and stuff like that.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
That was bizarre. What? Yeah, and this was like a 3-hour concert with intermission, and it was great. I mean, they sounded great.
So fun.
But it was so bizarre, And then Eugene Levy was on the screen during the encore. He brought them out.
That's great. That's so funny.
That was the strangest concert I ever went to, but I loved it, And I just wish they just would have kept their word and said, this is our last tour, because now the drummer's gone and they got a female drummer now, which is good, but still, I just wish they had retired it there,
Right.
Yeah, some bands they go on too long, don't they? I mean the record sales are not happening anymore because of streaming, so everyone has to go on the road to make money now. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Rolling Stones, they're in their 80s and they're still touring.
That's God love them.
Yeah, I mean Kiss finally said, we're done after this tour, and now Gene is doing a solo tour. I heard it's not very good though. He's doing a lot of covers in his set list.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's just like either one, you still want to do it and be relevant, or two, you need the money.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. So what brings you to like Europe these days?
My husband is British. He's also a fellow thespian actor.
Jim Piddick? Hmm.
And we had a place, and he's originally from England, Kent. So he was feeling a pull to move back to London, and we've always traveled to the south of France during the summer, and we found this great place in the south, about an hour and a half from Nice. And when Trump got in, he's like, I can't do another 4 years
Yeah.
of him. And I was like, yeah, I get it. I don't know that I can either, because he's just traumatizing, you know.
Yeah.
So we sold our house and left the States. I mean, we have an address and something there should we need to for tax purposes and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But basically, we're basing ourselves in Europe.
Wow.
It's just, So that's, London and the south of France are, they're two very different ways of moving through the world, and I love it.
Yeah.
I miss the people in the States. I have a lot of family there, so that's the hardest thing. Not so much missing California, but just really it's the people.
Yeah.
I miss.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, the last 6 years since the pandemic, I've just waken up every day very panicky after seeing the news and stuff, and it's just
Oh yes, you have to be very careful about how much of the news you take in. Otherwise, you'll have PTSD. It's not the same thing as going to war, but you'll get a lot of emotional anxiety and trauma and that sort of stuff. It's just so be very careful how much you watch of that. Be informed, but be careful about obsessing about it.
yeah. Now I know how now I know how the people in the Great Depression felt. I mean,
Oh well, yeah.
it's just insane. So, are you doing any singing or acting?
Well, this whole past year has been about relocating. It's taken, it's a big move going from the United States to Europe. So, but I'm going to be setting up some gigs in London and also in France.
Wonderful.
Soon. So, yeah, and hopefully when because I'll be coming back to the States to travel and visit, I'll be able to set something up when I hit Los Angeles. So yeah, hopefully I'm just getting started into investigating all of that. So
Yeah, I saw like a year ago you advertised you were doing some singing with Elizabeth McGovern.
yes,
Yeah.
she's one of my great gal pals. We met on a show called The Brotherhood of Poland, New Hampshire, which was a David E. Kelly series. It had a very, very short life, but myself and Elizabeth and Mayor Winningham became very close friends. So, and Elizabeth and I and Mayor, all three of us have a whole music side to us. So when I've been coming to London now, we got together and did some of her songs and did some of my blues songs, and we kind of put an evening together. So it was we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. We did a little mini tour.
Yeah, I've loved Elizabeth McGovern since I saw her play Snow White in Fairy Tale Theater when I was a kid, and she was she was just so beautiful, and she really captured Snow White in the cartoon.
Yeah, she's lovely. She's just an absolutely lovely person. She's so great. She's a really pure artist. It's such a privilege to be able to call her my friend, and also to have a chance to sing and play and work with her.
That is so wonderful. So, real quick, we gotta play my secret silly game. This is a series of silly slumber party questions. It's no win or lose. It's just pure fun. It's like an improv game, kind of. And how the game works is I ask you the question, you answer it, and then you ask me that exact same question, and I answer it. And feel free to comment on answers because they might be funny.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Ann, are you ticklish?
Yes. Are you ticklish?
Oh, yes. I get very squirmy when I'm ticklish.
Now, is it a painful thing for you, or is it you like it?
I mean, if you catch me off guard out of nowhere, I might hit you in the groin, but no. Other than that, I don't mind being tickled.
Okay. All right. Good. Good to know.
Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
Innie. And yourself?
Also an innie.
Okay.
What color are your toenails painted?
Red.
Nice.
Are yours colored?
Yes, gold and silver for New Year's.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I do like holiday colors each month. I did red, green, and white for Christmas.
That's fantastic.
Yes. What would you say is your best personality trait?
I can listen.
You are a very good listener, I've noticed.
I can listen. How about you?
Well, just like you, I'm a Gemini. So I have empathy, and I also have no filter.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I like people direct and just say what they feel and think. It's so much easier rather than trying to guess.
Yeah, I don't like games either. And, I think the world could take lessons from me because I don't do that to people.
Good.
What's your guilty pleasure?
What's my guilty pleasure? I have to think about that. What about you?
I love eating pizza and watching a raunchy comedy movie.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good one. I honestly don't know. I have to think about that.
Okay. And then my favorite question, is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
Oh, yeah. A mushroom and onion fart.
I think one other person told me that once.
What about you?
Either farts or feet.
Yeah, okay. Toe jam is pretty nasty as well.
Yeah. Yeah, someone told me onion fart once, and it was pretty funny. Though I didn't expect that one.
Yeah, that's vile. It's vile.
It's vile. I have a joke for you.
Okay.
How many Irishmen does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Well, Tommy, I don't know. Can you tell me?
4, 3 to hold the light bulb, and 1 to start drinking until the room spins.
Awesome. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Did you say you came up with a guilty pleasure?
I haven't. I'm trying to think what it is. I mean, I know I like Cool Whip.
Okay, I like Cool Whip on pumpkin pie.
I just like Cool Whip by itself.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
And I like peanut butter and marshmallow fluff sandwiches.
Ugh, I just like peanut butter, not the fluff.
That's my guilty pleasure.
I guess it's an acquired taste, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for coming back on and nerding out with me today.
It was great to talk to you, Tommy. I really hope you have a great 2026, and I truly enjoyed our conversation tonight.
Yes, I did as well, and I hope you have a happy new year. Be safe in Europe, and we'll talk again.
Yes, yes, please reach out anytime.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Ann Cusack. Oh my God, I friggin' love her. I knew that was going to be a great nerd out. Oh my God, she was just so engaging and game for anything and just so wonderful. I just enjoyed every moment of that conversation. And I'm glad she's loving living. I'm glad she's loving living in Europe, and I hope it's goes very well for her. But I also hope she comes back to the States too after this clusterfuck presidency is over, because we need her here in the States. She is just the most wonderful person. Well, until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, "There's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks." Later, dudes.